Mineski, and the winner of this is first in Group Horse. They're the true horse of Captain's Draft 4.0, presented by Events DC.
And they get to choose opponents between...
It can be any of the team.
That is true. There's actually...
Because the series after this is going to be Empire versus Vici Gaming, and then the winner of that will play the loser of this one, and then that's when we'll find. I wish we had come up with a kind of a ceremony for choosing. You know, I actually had a theory. And maybe it's not a theory. But when I owned DC back in the day, I don't know if you remember this.
Yeah, this was the golden days.
Yeah. We were at TI, and we got to pick our opponent. Or at least that was the possibility. And I thought it would be cool if we pretended to just randomly choose. We flip a coin, right? But that way, the team that we chose, which in theory was random according to everybody else, even though we actually chose them, they would get no satisfaction. Like, oh, they picked us, we have to try hard. You know what I mean? There's not that mentality to work.
Yeah.
It's genius, but I never got to do it.
That's really clever. I think the teams are playing to win anyway, no matter based on the coin toss.
I think you... I know you haven't played a lot professionally to have this experience.
Excuse me.
But you look at like professional sports, you get hyped up even more if you know somebody thinks you're bad. You know what I mean? You actually do. You some people maybe, like for you, I don't, like you're very analytical. You wouldn't be affected by anything, right? You can be down mid 10 times in a row. But a lot of people, they get super hyped about it.
Right now I'm being affected by how much you're draining my brain cells.
Okay, so back to the matter, and of course I'm correct on this.
I know. I can see it. I could see it.
A little bit?
I could see it.
What do you mean a little bit? It's literally a thing.
I could see it a lot.
Thank you. See, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for affirmation from mid one in the mid lane on Viper. I haven't gotten to cast a match with you yet with this new Viper, quote unquote new. See a shackle from Ninja Boogie. Muchi's taking a lot of damage from the tower and right clicks from mid one right now. Yapzor has Rot level 1 right now. The Nether Toxin this game, breaking passives. What are we looking at? Unstable Current. Kraken Shell is a huge one.
Kraken Shell is really good.
Yeah. That's gonna... They picked that after the Viper as well.
Yes. Right? This is a good shackle, actually. That is so much damage onto mid one. He's dead.
Oh my lord. That is a lot of right click. I mean, Shadow Shaman, 77 base damage as a support.
Yeah, mid one just misstepped there. He got into tower range and got shackled when all his creepers were dead. He was like on the edge of the ring, and shackle is so long duration and they don't counterplay, so he took like 4 tower hits, Razor dealt damage, and the Shaman himself. So that was a really nice play from Ninja Boogie, seizing that opportunity. Haven't talked too much about the lineups in general. I feel like both lineups have like very different strengths. The panel we're touching a bit on Secret's ability to disengage and kind of kite, and the Dire is a lot more explosive with like Ravage into Spirit Remnants and Dead Up Burst, all the nukes that they have. I like this Dire lineup quite a lot, actually. I think it comes down to, for Secret, whether they can find a way to make their supports useful. Like this Naga Pudge combination is a bit awkward for me. But I know Puppy plays a really good Naga, and he has been playing it a lot. So it gives me a good hope for them in being able to utilize that well.
How does Yapzor Pudge typically work? Because you don't typically see him on heroes that aren't going to be able to farm a whole lot. Like he ends up with more farm than the off lane in a lot of games.
Yeah.
But with Pudge, you're probably not going to be seeing that as you're also not going to be seeing this kill in the top lane.
To be fair, that's not a very expected kill either. The Knicks had Mana Burn level 1, and they were still able to kill this
I
quad
prefer
by
if you just berate me, so I learn my lesson not to miss kills.
Don't miss kills.
Thank you.
Also, your thing about the coin toss was a joke.
What? What? How dare you? Where were we? We were talking about something very important.
Yep.
Oh yeah, the Pudge.
Yes.
The farming with Yapzor.
Pudge actually has potential to scale really well and to find farm, but it's under the condition that oh, hang on.
Double impale. Puppy finds his way to the grave.
At the same time.
Oh, good call. Looking for the deny on the creeps. Gets an anchor smash off. Only level 1 right now.
They need to be careful not to get this stomp off. Isis has to just
why not just kill the centaurs first? How about that? You can just do that. Easy,
oh my
easy
god.
peasy. Oh, Yapzor ends up getting the kill.
That was very close to a deny, actually. The neutrals, the centaur was mid-animation. I think. That's what he was going for. He wasted some of their time, but
Oh, mid lane, we have a dive in the tier 1 as Puppey will die again, but Mushi looks to be the trade mid 1. Will be traded again. Ninja Boogie, I feel
not
like
a
he's
good
been in
trade.
every single kill. He's
5
and 0. What?
all right. Well, he's gonna get mana boots level minute 4.
I don't think I've ever seen that
He's
on
top net
Veracity
worth in
before.
his team.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Get that root. Oh, no! You poor Pudge. We got to see it finally, a professional match, but can't pick it up in time.
And he got
And
killed.
Fata, in the meantime, trying to do the same thing, but
Getting solo
At least he
killed by
gets it.
Tide as a support is generally really bad. Like
Yeah.
that should never happen. I'm not sure what Yapsor was doing there, but probably just a bit too cocky. Was trying to get that rune with low health. I wasn't watching it. That's
sorry, nobody's expecting anything of the hook. Into the rot, and Puppey with an ensnare as well. And this is going to be a very much needed kill here for Secret in the mid lane.
they need to not fall apart in this thing. The only hero that has been doing well until now was Gyrocopter, but now they brought mid 1 back in the game with that kill. Good rotation there. Yapsor is going to get his level 3 as well. The ensnare into level 2 hook. Very powerful combination. Yabs cancelled the impale there. Fata would have blinked it in. But yeah, so far so good for Mineski in the lanes at least. They've got multiple kills. Their Tidehunter's got really good levels. The Razor has, arguably until that kill, he won the mid lane against Viper, but now it's... And I think more important than anything, they're getting away with a safe lane Ember. I think that in most cases this is like really, really bad.
Yeah.
Ember is not a good safe lane
Oh,
hero.
he's going to get hooked.
Yeah, nice cast curse. There you go.
Naga, Puppey with the ensnare. And they're going to find the kill. Thanks for bringing up how well Ember Spirit was doing in this lane as he feeds away his life.
That wasn't a feed. He got hooked.
Yeah, the hooks have been... haven't even had to set them up with ensnare at all.
No.
Nice
Yeah, Yapsor
redirection
is
of
very good at this.
Oh, mid lane though. Mid 1 is going to...
Time to get
Looking for his
6-0.
6th kill. He has 0 assists right now, so definitely going to be using this Ether Shock to finish off mid 1. Oh, not quite enough. Have to practice that in the future, Ninja Boogie. He's going to finally get his first assist
Viper
of the
used
game.
the stick.
Oh yeah, that's right. That damn stick.
That was a
Gotta
bit of
make
a
sure
waste,
that-
actually.
yeah.
100% dead there.
You want the Shadow Shaman.
Maybe
not, actually.
5-0, I think you
Well,
want.
no, at this point, you let him get like 5 more kills, and then you kill him, and that's when you get your money back.
Oh, you mean Viper? Yeah.
No.
No, Viper wants Shaman to get the kill.
Oh yeah, Sean, yes. Well, did you hear that? That is the worst. That's not a normal sound effect. I think that's the cosmetic, isn't it?
The homing missile?
Yeah, that
it
sound
always
effect's-
makes that sound, but it generally has like an explosive sound on
exactly.
top of it.
Yeah, yeah.
And I didn't hear the explosion.
That sounded horrendous. You guys need to post that on Reddit. That is of the utmost importance. Literally unplayable. What do you think of Gyro this game? As I guess scaling into the late game more than anything.
He has, I don't think he has the best matchup. Actually, hang on, Ninja Boogie might die here. He is worth a lot of gold. Alright, never mind. Good shackle. They have
the Ether
hook.
Shock in 2 seconds.
timing.
Oh, yeah,
Very good
Impale will miss. So back to Gyro. Eurocopter, as we
Yeah.
like to call him.
He's definitely going to be the most farmed hero on the map for a while. He's the best hero at just at farming in this game. So if he has a good laning stage, he will definitely get rich. But I don't think Gyro has the best core matchups in this game. I don't consider the hero particularly good against Razor. I think Tide is pretty good a lot of the time as well. Like if you get in on him, he's obviously short range, except if he has something to hit so that flag spreads. But a lot of the time, Tide can be maybe the guy that you can hit, and then he can anchor him.
Being introduced to the level 6 Ember Spirit with the Shadow Shaman, of course. There it is, Ninja Boogie. That's what we like to see. 6, 0, and 1. Call then comes through. We're not going to get connected, but the Rocket Barrage dealing so much damage. No Flame Guard to speak of for 5 seconds. Homing Missile's on its way. What level is that?
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. 60, yeah, it can do 60 damage. Let's hear it. Oh, it didn't kill him, but the right click will. That sound effect is super bugged right now. In fact, the more I hear it, the more I like it, actually. I would like that to stay in the game as a feature. What do you think? Can we make a petition for Valve not to fix that
If
bug?
you like it, it's probably bad.
Oh, no. Why?
Um,
This is the crazy thing about Dota these days. Ninja Boogie, again, 6, 0, and 1. Level 4 only.
yeah,
That's
you
so
get
weird,
you get
right?
way less experience from early game kills. That doesn't mean they're not consequential. Like he's obviously got gold out of it. He's relatively to the enemy supports he's rich.
Sice will TP away. Viper Strike was used. Of course, with that Nether Toxin, that's an easy kill if he doesn't TP away.
Just to finish off on the Gyro thing, so we've got that covered. I also think Ember Spirit actually has a good matchup against Gyro. He's very mobile, can get out of cooldown. He can kite him during the BKB that Gyro always will get, and Yapsor will be dead.
Yes. He's dead.
Mushi?
2 assists. We're going to have an assist count now for Ninja Boogie, because he has yet to die in this match.
Mineski are playing very fast, by the way. I feel like this is a different pace from what they played against Vici Gaming. They're making a lot of quick movements, a lot of like all over the place aggressive plays. Look. Oh, he got it actually.
He's going to attempt to TP out, and he might be successful, in fact.
Used
The
a
counter
fairy
to
fire
Viper.
fountain. He was scared maybe of dying.
Bada jumps in the top lane. Like Jabs is here to... Is that a taunt I just heard?
Yes.
Nyx has a taunt?
Taunt of no.
Oh, call down, but there's again the TP. So we're seeing this consistently. Mineski able to TP out in the midst of danger.
It's still a good play from Ace. Force that TP.
And what do you have right now?
to
You
take this tower.
have hook and snare, that's literally it. And then remember once he's sick.
And you will have Song. I still like this. You know your limitations of your lineup. Like you don't have many stuns, but you can at least still put pressure with your gyro. Rotate it to top, force that enemy to TP out, gets the tier 1 tower. It's a great move overall. Ace is, taking advantage of just being in a strong position in this game to try to lead the charge as much as possible on all the aggressive movers. He will get a 10-minute drum phase, Aquila, and 1. He is very rich. What's his GP? Yeah.
He's 1,400 above his own teammate, who's second in the Viper. So,
Yep.
not too shabby. Looks like it will be the tier 1 trade, but at the very least, some damage. Nah, maybe not. Pata be met by Moon. Top lane. Spirit. Homie Missile will be on Jabs. Of course, Spike Carapace is a pseudo counter to this, but Fata is here to play. And with the Rocket Barrage, this should be a very easy kill for Secret. Yapster, was he in range? It's always so annoying playing Pudge. You just can't quite get within the AoE that you need to for that flesh heap.
It's 450.
It's pretty
low
low.
range.
Yeah.
Most of the time, Pudge really only gets flesh. He is the one killing with. It's like almost always.
Sad days. Speaking of which, have you ever seen... Right, this is going to be a theme. I know we haven't cast together in a while. I like to talk about level 25.
Very
Have you
relevant
ever
in some
seen?
games.
Have you ever seen plus 3 second dismember duration?
Yes.
Picked up?
Yeah.
Has it really?
I've seen it.
I don't think I've ever seen.
It's a 6-second stun. Really. It deals a lot of damage too. Like that's the other thing.
Oh, it also heals him for a lot.
Yeah. It's a strong skill.
I mean, that's the thing. It's in theory, it's good, but I feel like in most games you're going to get that canceled. Plus, the 2 flesh heap extra stacks is ridiculous. Like doubles your HP.
That's slight exaggeration.
It's a more than a
exaggeration.
slight exaggeration. We're in America. That's what we do. We round up and we exaggerate.
And gather some flesh heap.
Yes. Ninja Boogie finally level 6 now on this Shadow Shaman. So look to him. Play some wards and towers. Looks like mid one and company is going to break. 500's going to use the Ravage on 2. Here's Mushi with the reinforcements. Puppy's going to be the one to fall. Tidehunter will live to see another day. Yaps are not able to hit the hook, wanting Mushi to aggress a little bit further as Gyrocopter dies to Ninja Boogie. Looks like they got him trapped inside the ward.
That's the bigger kill. Losing your Naga for Ravage is pretty okay trade. Like Naga's not that.
Oh,
Alright.
You technically saw that within the...
Within the recap. Give a recap of that
Okay,
one.
guys, this is all... It's all by design. Tomorrow you will see Pimp Munkle at his best, and then you can... It's like the discrepancy factor, right? You can see the difference, the true. The amateur...
It's how to make the playoff look good.
Yes.
You just have you obs the group.
Exactly. And then
Damn,
never
this
again.
camera guy is so good.
Mid lane, we have the TPM from Gyro. Looks like Puppy's going to set things up with the ensnare. Yaps are just going to walk up and eat him. And okay, Jabs comes in with a nice impale. Ace doing a lot of damage with the Rocket Barrage, so it's going to be a 1-for-1. Jabs attempting to TP out, but nope. No Spike Carapace this time for you.
As Gyro's really strong. It's good for Mineski that they got that 1 kill on Gyro a moment ago. Because I think that is... It's the best kill of the map, clearly. Not only because he's top net worth and is getting much done as he is, but it's more just the flow of Secret's lineup is very dependent on Ace. Like, he's making a lot of these moves as the carry while farming.
Ice, Ice, Ice. He's taunting away. He's getting quite low. There's the song to cancel. And the break, the Nether Toxin. I didn't realize how low this cooldown was. That's pretty ridiculous. Jesus. Okay.
They have a couple of good holds as well to keep tied in the Nether. Ensnare, Nether Toxin. And he can't break out of the ensnare. He's just stuck there. Obviously, it doesn't only break the damage component of Crack and Chill, but also the ability to get out of stun. So, Secret have the tools to kill off the Tide.
It should disable taunts, too. What do you think?
Really important.
Well, it is for this game. I mean, this is. I mean, ice.
You're talking
Tide.
so much about this mental stuff, man. Coin flip. You can't taunt, so you can't play your hero anymore. It's like, oh, if I can't backstroke, I don't actually know how to run down
It's
the
one
lane
of
and
those
press
things
Rambi.
that this is what I honestly think, because I've had a lot of experience with, various fields, but with traditional sports especially, that this is a thing, right? And I think it's a lot of, no, just the mental game. And I think a lot of players don't realize how big of a
Oh,
deal
the
that
mental
is
game is really important, but I don't think a big part of the mental game is being able to taunt while you're in nether tox.
No, that's less factor. I agree with that. Yapzor can get the
That's
dismember
a
off
big
of Ninja
kill. This is
Boogie.
a really big one. 500 gold for Fata.
Oh my,
7 kill streak.
Fata. Ooh. Happy to pick that one up. I mean, you have to realize, sometimes I am joking. That one I was joking. The coin flip, I'm not joking.
No,
I
the
think
thing
that's
is,
for
I
you.
can't tell with you.
Okay.
Because you just spout nonsense
How
all
about
the
this?
time.
How about I spout the nonsense? I hear a gyrocopter
And
taking
then you're
out
like,
an ancient.
JK
JK, lol.
/S.
But you can never
Isn't
tell
that
if I'm
the
being
best?
sarcastic. Is that what you're
I
saying?
can. Not always.
Not always.
No.
Right,
That's
good.
that's when you're good at it, right? When you're good at being sarcastic is when people can't always tell. And then they judge you after, and they think you're an asshole. And then you're kind of like,
It's
gotta
basically
recover, right?
Slack's entire personality. You never know if he's joking or if he's just saying.
He's always joking.
Oh, I hear another
He's
dismember.
always both, actually.
Into the Sonic Wave. Mushi's gonna die one way or the other. There is a smoke gank coming. Question is, do they want to continue? It looks like the question to that is,
they do
or the
have
answer to that
Ravage.
is yes. Jabs Vendetta. They're gonna spot him
Oh,
here
this
in a
is good.
second. Double impale coming. The hook's gonna save the gyrocopter for now. Ravage the follow. It's gonna hit two. The gyrocopter is dead. Big kill here from Mineski. Looks as if mid one might be next on the list. Gush up in 5 seconds. They're continuing the pressure. That's gonna be 2 cores dead for a Razor. Very nicely done. Weren't expecting that after they had just killed the Razor.
And that was even a good hook from Yapzor. Could have been a lot cleaner for
Might be
Mineski.
worse for Secret now. His puppy looks to be next on
Oh,
the
no, he
menu.
just TP'd in. He's gonna die
And
again.
no Song of Siren for 14 seconds.
Good hook.
Gonna try to go for the Ember Spear here, but the net comes through.
He got him, I think. Oh, Urn clutch.
Will live.
Last second Urn. They also have a Helm of the Dominator regen on the Tide Hunter. This is an item you're going to be seeing a lot more. I don't know how much you're up to date with the Helm of the Dominator build, but there's many players that are starting to experiment with getting this item again on different roles. Sometimes it's a carry, like something that's popular right now, at least in the European pubs, is going Lycan and getting a Helm of the Dominator first item. They go Brown Boots Dominator into Tread's Necrobook, and you hit this like ridiculous timing where you have a Siege Creep or a Strong Creep plus obviously your passive, and you use your Howl and all that stuff. In this game, it's on a Tide Hunter. I'm not sure if... I wonder what Ice is looking for. If there's like a specific creep here, or they're just like, you know...
That net was very handy in that last fight. That's
for sure. I just don't know if that was the logic. He got it like, okay, I want an ensnare in this game.
Oh, maybe he wanted to play Wraith King and they wouldn't let him pick him, so that he ends up getting the skeletons from the trolls. What do you think? As this tier 1 tower is going to be taking some damage now.
I think you're wrong.
Can you tell if I'm being sarcastic? This tier 1 tower is denied by
Or just an
Mushi.
idiot, or both.
Yes, can you tell which one it is? Let's play What the Horse and find out. Who's on the back line here? Jabs, Vendetta. On the back line, has the Urn right now. Charges. He's going to find Ace. Doesn't have any backup at all. Ace is just going to take out this Ancient stack.
It's interesting to look at the net worth. Secret have a pretty minor lead while having the top 3. The following heroes, all 4 from Mineski, and the Nyx Assassin also richer than the Pudge. So it kind of comes down to whether Mineski can find a jump on one of the key cores. They managed to jump and kill Gyro. I don't think Secret have enough in the tank to win the fight after that. Tide Hunter is in a lot of trouble.
Oh! Sonic Wave is there, and he actually saved the team. Fata stuck inside the Serpent Wards, though. And Jabs comes in with the Impale. That's going to be 2 kills the way of Mineski. Trade of Ice.
That hook might have just ended up being really good, actually. I don't think that was
really
intended.
good.
Not intended.
Fata died right after anyway.
I think he wanted to hook the Tide.
Oh, I think so too.
But he actually might have saved Fata because he blinked in aggressively. He was next to the tower, and there was a lot of reinforcement from him. Meneska still getting a great fight, obviously. 2 cores for 1. And it looks like it will be the 3rd classic core from Secret dying as well.
Yapzor. We'll get off the dismember, but die shortly after. Ninja Boogie's just taking all the kills from Phil. He's getting super good. He has the Blink Dagger, which on a support at 18 minutes is pretty unheard of with the Arcane boost. His farm is redonkulous right now.
He's going the classic Shaman build. We saw a Shaman build from Puppy earlier today. It was very different. He went the Spirit Vessel into Halberd and was just very tanky and very annoying for the enemy core. This game, the role of Shaman seems to be more of an initiation style, which in a way you could argue is a bit overkill, right? Like they already have a Nyx Assassin that can engage, they have the Ember Slight Chains, Tidehunter wants to get a Blink as well, so initiation will be coming in spades, but we'll see if this ends up being a good choice for Ninja Boogie. At least
Would
right
you
now,
consider
it's
it more of a snowball item then? Just continue the pressure, keep your foot on the pedal, so to speak?
It gives you the potential of getting skirmishes done a lot easier. Blink Hex is just really great for that, right? It's a very good way of dealing with Queen of Pain. But at the same time, once you've blinked in and cast your spells, you're a very easy kill, right? The difference between that and the Puppy build was that Puppy would walk in, cast all his spells, and then in order to kill him, you actually had to commit key cooldowns almost to kill that Shaman off. Curious to see. It looks like Ninja Boogie is going for a Force Staff. I was wondering, most of the time, if you see a Shaman get really rich, we've seen Aghanims build into Refresher.
Yeah. Jabs is likely to be dead. Thank God Dismember is global, by the way, the sound. That really helped me find that kill. But this is a massive Ancient stack that Mushi and company are going to be taking out. Help of Ice Ice Ice.
Yapsor took the armor. I don't think this is the common thing.
I actually was going to ask you this, what the common build. I don't even know.
I think the most common build is 1-2-2. Spell Lifesteal is really good. It allows you to sustain a lot better.
Yeah,
in fights
that one I feel is a no-brainer. Same with the 20.
Most of the time you take GPM on 20. The cooldown reduction is kind of nice, but it's not the best hero to have it on unless you have like multiple active items that use CDR very well. And then the Flesh Heap is more often than not better than this. He chose the armor this time. It is obviously good when you're playing against multiple heroes that have physical damage sources. Right, there's Razor dealing a lot of physical, Ember will deal physical. Oh, he's actually orchided right now and dead. Great camera work by Muckle.
Muckle Jr. I'm his understudy right now. There's also the minus armor from Gush, obviously, so I don't know if that actually comes into play in his thought process. Ice is going to jump in, he's going to get ensnared right away. The Nether Toxin's breaking his passive. He's going to pop the ult, though. Ninja Boogie's here as well. The wards into the Hex. Looks like Tidehunter's going to be the first to fall, though. There's a Strongest Iron, mid one. Looks like he will survive just barely. Puppy saving his teammate, and they're just going to turn this around on Ninja Boogie again. And that's a 3-kill streak now for Puppy. He's gotten all the streaks on Ninja Boogie.
I think Tide should get a... I don't think he should pop. He's been pressured by the same exact play like 3 or 4 times in a row and snare into Nether Toxin, and he can itemize to just solve that problem really easily. That's true. Could have built that Force Staff to Blink Dagger, and this play is a totally different story. Because it's one thing he gets the Ravage off, but didn't do anything beyond that. Just died. Force Staff, he can negate that break, get rid of some of the negative abilities cast on him, and eventually just soak up a lot more damage, right?
Hook's going to miss from Yapstar. He reveals his position.
He's level 12.
He's going Spirit Vessel now. Has 6 Flesh Heaps.
Everyone is so high level.
I mean, this is Dota now.
Not really.
Really?
It's just there's so many kills on these supports that they're really high level. I don't think it's that common 20 that every single support has level.
Well, if you go back 2 years, look at the difference, right?
I mean, sure.
It's insane.
It's
how much
obviously
this
a
game
different
has
pace
changed.
relatively, but compared to the average game of this patch, I would say this is really high levels of. Jabs ate the hook. Used Carapace. I don't think that was what Yapsor was intending.
Oh,
he was trying to hook the rune.
Oh.
He was actually trying to.
Oh, was he?
He walked in top of the rune, or in front of the rune.
I can't blame him. When every time you play, but you got to try for it. You know.
That's such a
low
nice
risk
play though from Jabs. Heads up there. That's really good.
Pretty cool.
I think he saw on this ward down here Yapsor's movement trajectory, and he just guessed that Yap was going to try to hook that rune. Completely caught him off guard.
And they have really good vision in this area. Ace now has the 10-second BKB, but it's at base at the moment.
He's slowly but steadily.
Yeah, it really does feel like that.
That's just Gyrocopter in this game. I think this is the natural progression of the game. How it's gonna go. Oh, Puppy has the Arcane Rune, so he's showing which one is real. Jabs could Carapace this Nether Toxin and get really in position. They're gonna travel up Ember, and that kind of gives it away for mid one.
Cost them a TP as well.
Secret are reinforcing this pretty big time.
What do you think of the Yules on Ember?
He needs it against Orchid.
How many times has he died to the Orchid? Is it just that one time so far?
Once or twice. It's just like you have to adjust. In Manto, you can Orchid or Yules use this way cheap. EKB is not that good.
Oh, Puppy's gonna be found. Will he be able to get Song off is the question.
Great Centaur.
Centaur
Nice
Stump will
play.
ensure that the stuns will be enough to keep him at bay. Yapsor misses the hook.
Oh, Secret needs to be careful here.
They're gonna jump right onto Yapsor. That should be a freebie. Ace is gonna use call down, but don't think he's gonna actually commit. Oh, there's the deny.
Oh, Yaps are so good. Like, great deny. I feel like, okay, whenever you have the chance to rot deny, I feel like the server rolls dice.
Yeah, I agree.
Rolls
It's
the
the
dice
50.
and
Oh my goodness. Ravage onto one. They're committing a lot. It is a Viper kill, and they will be successful.
All right, serious time though. Whenever you rot,
Serious time.
when you rot, the server rolls a die, and if it's anything but a 6, you get the deny. That's what it feels like. Pudge always gets the deny.
No, I agree.
It always favors him somehow.
I think so.
So we need more
Something
ticks.
hardcore. Somebody at Valve is a real Pudge fan.
Yeah. No follow-up with that.
What if you deny yourself and you get money? What do you think of that?
You have like the
Think
worst
about that.
ideas.
Think about that as Puppy.
Oh, he didn't
He's
get
gonna
the
use
deny.
Song, not able to get the deny in the tower, but will be able to kill
Set up.
these Serpent Wards. Here's the call in from Ace. Yules is going to keep Ember alive for now. He's not going to take any damage from this. Nice Sleight of Fist as well. And we'll just Remnant away, but here comes Fada. Of course, Orchid up in 9 seconds, and Moon is just going to TP out to safety. So great disengage from Mineski.
Yeah, Song and Cooldown used. Secret needs to be a little bit careful with their positioning here. I don't know how much information they have. They see the Tide bottom, but they obviously know there's a Remnant in play here from Moon that you could come back to with the homing missile. We'll follow him. Creep being annoying. Centaur still being annoying. And Creep being hooked. Secret are going to try to... Are they going to actually brute force the Roche? They know Ravage is on cooldown, but that does not make this a free fight, I think. Ember is in position. He fails to start chaining him. They do quite a lot here. They might not even realize this is going on.
I mean, they don't have vision there, but
There comes the Cobalt Foreman.
the illusions are making it pretty obvious, I think.
Roche on quarter health. They're giving it up. Going for 2. Nice play from Secret. I think they should be pretty happy with this. Very good Aegis.
Oh, Jabs! He took it! Oh my god! What a play from Jabs! Good lord, that is disgusting. It's going to cost him his life, but well worth it. Jeez Louise, Cinderwind. Meanwhile, bottom they get the tier 2 as well.
Well,
just
now
like you
Secret
said.
are not happy with that.
Oh, that goes without saying, I
That's how
think.
quickly it can change.
That's real good stuff. Ace, right now, was positioned to pick up that Aegis, but now we'll have to work with a portion of his butterfly that he's working towards now. Perhaps even the evasion portion.
I think he wants the evasion is not that good here.
Yeah, I guess that's true. It's Razor, I guess, is the main
It's somewhat
culprit, right?
decent, but the majority of damage he's taking is more about he's in his BKB, he's not going to die when he comes out. They have spells, or if they catch him before. But it's still looking good. Still, the gap, though, is closing here. Like the relative gap. He might be the same flat amount ahead.
Puppy's dead. One, oh, maybe not. Oh my
nice.
god! At the last second, able to get out. Ninja Bug in the meantime wants to be the sacrificial lamb. No. He TP's out,
Damn,
pretending to be the
There's a
sacrificial
lot of
lamb.
clutchness going on right now. That was a great attempt from Puppy. Mushi gets in with a max range plasma field. Last second TP out from Ninja Boogie. This is good stuff.
The missile applied to Tide Hunter. Better be careful. Is there a Viper in the range? Oh, Yapsor's there. Hook into the homing missile. Gets the Ravage off. It's going to cost him his life at the very least. Here comes Razor, stealing a lot of damage. Mushi looks like he's trying to run away. His Fata positions himself with a BKB on the other side of the cliff. There's the Yapsor. Dismember onto Mushi. He looks to be dead. Double kill for mid 1 as the fight continues. Fata's BKB finally comes out. The ensnare comes out from Moon now. So it's a 2 for 2. Yapsor looking for some more hooks. He's got a lot of mana to work with, right? And I missed a kill.
Wait,
Ninja Boogie.
Oh, Ninja Boogie soloed him. He blink ward trapped him. Hex shackled
Jesus.
him. And I was about to say, at the end of that fight, Mineski are probably okay with this trade. Like, they lose 2 cores to kill the Naga and the Quap, but there's also 2 BKBs being extended by Gyro and Quap there. But now that they got the Gyro kill, well worth it. Shaman cashing in big time on that kill. You get for that 500, killing the highest net worth game. And if you're Mineski, you don't have to worry that much right now in network, right? Or just game flow. It doesn't seem like Secret will be able to push at any point soon because they lost that Aegis. Jab stole. That is so important. Arriving. Like Puppy wants to sniper with an covering
He's gonna
it.
glimmer for it. No. Other side. Ninja Boogie doing a nice job of microing that.
Just break on wave. Out of there.
I feel like I've seen more TPs this game at 28 minutes than I've ever seen before, without a tinker in the game.
There's been quite a lot of movement.
And a lot of like very close calls, keeping away from like some aggression. Which that's kind of the cool thing, because in Captain's Mode, you're not really going to see that too often, because you can formulate your draft however you want, pretty much. It's the amount of bans that you have. But in Captain's Draft, of course, you get all the options that you want. To be quick on your feet.
I want to say that this Dire draft is pretty meta. They actually got themselves a lot of really strong picks with this patch. Whereas Secret are a bit more, I would say maybe like a bit experimental with some of the elements at least. Like Port Duo Naga Pudge is pretty cool. I would say their car combination is not that common either. Having all three of these together, Viper, Quap, and Gyro is a bit special too.
Oh boy. Mid one is probably not going to survive this. As the call down comes down, Ace with the BKB, not able to hit anybody actually. Ninja Boogie's going to put down the boards. Trying to position them to block off this fight. It's going to be a 1-for-1 right now. Looks like the Nyx Assassin on the backside. Sonic Wave, it's not going to do any damage because of the Song of Siren. And Puppey will TP out, and they will just get out of dodge for now. And there's another deny from Yapster, the 50-50, aka 100% deny.
That song didn't really matter. Like the Sonic Wave wouldn't have killed Mushi, and they would disengage anyway. But actually, now that the damage didn't get done to Yule can come into the high ground. They have Ravage still.
Ravage onto 3 heroes, and here comes Ember Spirit with a double impale as well from Nyx. And that is a dead Gyro. Puppey looks to be next. Only one survivor right now for Secret.
Oh shit.
What? Looks like this where did that come from? Looks like this is a dead Rax.
That is 2 lanes almost.
I mean, they
push pretty
do
fast.
have buyback.
They have a dominated catapult.
That's true.
It has attack speed aura as well from the Helm of Dawn. That's something you don't think about too much maybe, but the 20 attack speed aura from this item does a lot when you dominate a catapult.
Yes.
It's, I don't know what the catapult's base attack speed is, but you know, it attacks a lot faster than your regular catapult. So they got the full lane. They actually back off here. I think they back off a little bit too early, but showing some respect to Secret. They could have taken almost this full power. They're 5 against 3. Maybe scared of a buyback from Gyro, but even then, I think they could engage. They know cooldown, but regardless, extremely big win here for Mineski. They just turned the game on its head. Secret had been floating an advantage in the game almost the whole time, and now...
Yeah, slight lead for Secret most of the game. And then that Roshan Age of Steel was pretty huge. And the following couple fights really put this 9k lead for them with that bottom Rax. And so from an optimistic standpoint in Secret, you have this massively farmed, at this point, I guess, Razor and Gyro. Gyro not top of net worth anymore.
This is real bad.
It's going to be real bad, I think. Fata, he has blink up in 1 second,
that's
but
80 seconds on the sideline on a core.
No buyback either.
They don't know that for sure, but considering Fata almost just bought this plate mail, I think that was the new push. Then
all right, would like
nice,
to...
Mr. GG.
All right, so it's actually just stuck there.
Why
Thanks
is that
for
not going away?
thank you for ruining the broadcast. God damn it!
Hey, Mr. GG, if you'd like to watch the broadcast, you could go watch the stream. That's kind of the same thing.
Can you take this off for a second? I can turn this off.
We're gonna switch scene.
Yeah, switch scene real quick to anything. Literally anything.
All right.
Hey, we're good. That's
still showing.
We're gonna watch.
Oh, great hook.
Oh, we'll just keep that on for the rest of the game. It's fine. It's a valve bug. We'll just blame it on that.
No, wait, why is that not? Seriously though, why is it not going on?
I don't know.
Can you tab out and tell him you don't want to?
He doesn't need an answer. I already went offline.
I think you shift tab decline, but I'm really surprised it's still showing.
It makes,
they gotta kill
makes
Viper.
this so much more enjoyable. I'm gonna leave it now.
I mean, I don't mind it either. I like.
Fortification is now up. Viper does have buyback. Looks like we're gonna have the fight here. Impale only onto 1, but big Ravage from Ice. The buyback comes through from the Viper. Nice Sonic Wave onto a couple of heroes, but is it gonna be enough? It's 4v4. The Ember Spirit did die. Does have buyback, of course. But with Nyx Assassin down, I think Ace is just gonna clean up these wards and make sure no more structural damage is gonna be done. Yule's just gonna keep Ninja Boogie alive for now, but not much longer. So it's a 3-4-2 with the buyback, I believe. We'll look at the recap here.
I think that was a pretty good response. What do you think, Mr. G?
I think he'd just like to watch your broadcast.
Please get rid of that. I can't take
I mean, what do you want me to do? Shiv. All right.
Say,
All right. Thanks,
There you
guys. Okay, I actually thought it was a literal message, so it was just like one that's automated.
No.
Okay.
I mean, I know it's new for you that someone wants to watch your broadcast, but
That's true. The Dota Cinema audience is not what it used to be. since
Now-
you've gone to play, aka pro gaming, quote unquote.
Okay.
You know, it's been really difficult without you. But 11K lead now from Mineski. I didn't hit the recap. I was gonna do that, and then you distracted me.
yeah,
so.
sorry for fixing the image. Won't happen again.
But with that, Mineski still increasing on their lead.
Yeah, who was it that they bought back? It was a Viper, right? It was a Viper
Yes.
buyback only, but they lost Tower, and Mineski did not buy back anyway.
This is the production quality you can expect from Moonduck. Thanks, Val, for the miner. Really
Pretty-
appreciate it.
Pretty sure we can just blame.
That's a Val buck. Let's be
I think
real.
Pimp Muckle didn't set up. He
It's
could
all
have
Pimp's
definitely
fault.
considered that option. It happens all the time that people want to watch the broadcast.
Out there. It's actually never happened like that. Yaps are looking for a hook. Level 19 right now. Any items that are going to be kind of game breaking here? See an Octarine core picked up by Nana.
I don't know, I think the biggest item of the game right now is the gem on Yapsor. Because if Secret wants to have the hope of winning a fight, they flat out need superior vision in the fight. They need to try to get a jump that has impact. Either getting a really good Song of the Siren call down, or maybe catching out the Nyx before the fight even starts with the Orchid of Queen, something like that has the duels. So it's a bit hard to see Secret's win condition right now, to be honest. We'll see if they can set up a fight. Glimmering
she's
in
getting-
Yapsor, but it's into a ward and a sentry here.
They definitely see him. He does get the ward though. Searing Chains comes out. Roshan is about to spawn in about 8 seconds. I think they were looking for a potential sneak of Roche, perhaps. Kind of risky, especially with Ravage online now.
They have the Naga advantage. It's always really strong in Roche.
That's
It's
definitely
one
true.
of the big benefit hero.
Which is crazy how Jabs is able to get away with. Razor almost done with MKB, by the way, which is going to be a nice
There we go.
pickup against
Got
the
it.
butterfly of
Very good item.
the gyro. Being ensnare. We haven't really seen any ensnare into hooks.
Have we seen the nullifier used yet by mid-runners? That completely. This is a very unusual
Oh.
Viper build. I like when you can tell that players just identify what the absolutely key condition is.
Oh, he might not be
and
able to use it here. I don't think it'll keep him alive, but the Song of Siren will.
Oh, this is a really good call-down position. They might not want to fight.
I'm not sure if they want to. They're considering it. The
this
call down
engaging
comes through. Gonna cancel the blink from Ice. Does have it available now. Gets ensnared again. Into the hook. Seems like another toxin. This not in time. The Ravage comes down to 3, but the BKB popped by Ace. They will be able to clean up Ice at the very least. Silence on Jabs. Gyrocop's doing a lot of damage with the Rocket Barrage. Sonic Wave is enough to finish off Ninja Boogie. And with that, 3 deaths in favor of Secret. Very well played. And they should be able to get Roshan on top of it.
That was super good. They even insta-purged the self-fuels of Nyx with the nullifier. They got that extra kill as well. Key hook. It's always the pudge factor. This can always happen. Like if you,
It wasn't snare hook.
Yeah, sure, but still.
Great job by Puppy. Nice snare, buddy.
Of course, it's always that setup and cleanup. But the real fight winner there is the Observer Ward. And that's the part that the gem is playing. Like, Secret had better information about what was going on. They got off that ensnare, they got the hook, and immediately took a very advantageous fight because they just saw the spread of Mineski in that moment. They could go for that play. Even with their song on cooldown, even with call-down use, they still found enough. And I think Mineski probably felt a bit safe, you know? Like, song is down, cooldown's down, they're not going to go for us. And all of a sudden, great setup from them in the game. Roche, they get mid to 2, they push here. No buybacks will be expended here from Mineski, but this is a really expensive fight for them. They just lost their entire lead on.
Yeah. 4K right now. And the real question is, in theory, is Secret, how will they fare against, like, even getting 2 racks down? Like, in terms of pushing the waves, how does this lineup fare? Like, you have Puppy, obviously Naga Siren in general is really good at it, but this is a support Naga.
It's still decent.
You got Queen of Pain, pretty decent.
Yeah, they have pretty good weight. Gyro is good, Pop is good, Pudge is better than you would think.
Oh my god, dude, I am so excited about this. Not to cut you off.
That?
Do you see this item? You up?
Oh, he's Axe on fight.
Oh
I
my
think
god, I'm so excited.
Ice likes that a lot. May I recommend a
Oh,
fast step, sir?
he went for the -4. Oh, this is beautiful though. He doesn't go for the Kraken Shield damage dodge because it's already getting blocked by Nether Toxins. But the -4 Gush armor, you can do it AoE. Oh, Was it -10? Was it
I don't know. I still think you should have bought a 4-step earlier
more
this
than
game.
that.
At this point, maybe you don't do it because there's a nullifier on the Viper, so prevent you from forcing out of the Nether Toxin now. But
See this?
on the Naga, very good item on Naga. Your main goal is just to walk in and make sure you get Song off. And now if he gets disabled and takes some damage, he can get the Song off anyways, like a safety net. Be good.
Pun intended?
Net?
Yeah.
Glad you caught it. I thought about it myself.
That's such a lie.
What?
You can't claim
I
it
was
after
actually-
the fact. Come on.
I didn't want
I
to
don't
point
believe
it.
you.
I
I don't
really want to
believe
point
you.
it out.
There's no way.
It's like, it's not even that good.
I know, it's
I
not
know
that
you would
good,
have been
man.
really proud of that.
I would have.
No,
I'm not ashamed to
that's
say it.
how
You
we're
know, I'm a
different.
humble man.
Yeah.
I'm impressed just by waking up in the morning.
You're impressed by mediocrity, and I'm looking for greatness. So I was like, that's not that good.
Typical Europe.
Yeah.
Moon level 24 now.
Just settle. Just settle, man.
Oh, Ace, I didn't realize is 25, so he has 3 homing missile charges. I think this is arguably one of the worst level 25 talent choices from any hero, I want to
It's
say.
not that good, but I also think a lot of the time players don't use the talent that well. Often I see gyros you just take that homing missile talent, you like, the first target you see, you just put 3 homing missiles on them. But then you're casting them on top of each other, so you get way less stun duration. Whereas if you have vision in the fight, you can put on like 3 different heroes, you form the cooldowns, you force out from different heroes, you get them to change up their position. I think the talent is pretty good, but honestly, out of all the 25 talents, it's probably the one that's used the worst on average.
Okay,
So.
I could see that. What do you think of the global calldown? Awful?
It's pretty. That is probably one of the worst 25 talents.
Okay.
If you choose that, I think that's pretty.
The old Aghanim Scepter without
Yeah,
the
I know.
benefits of having an Ag.
It also wasn't bought back then.
I know. Well, that's not true. A couple times.
That's fair.
A couple times.
I'm
Ace with the double damage right now. We're seeing the Gush Aghanims. If Ace can pop BKB, really wants to do some damage to tier 3. Dismember being applied to Mushi. He's going to have to get
that
4
much.
staff away. There's the Ravage. Only on to mid 1 right now. He's at half HP. He gets Hex. Looks like Yapsor's going to fall. Mid 1 is next. Bottom lane. Damage was done to this mid Rax. I'm confused by that engagement.
I did not really like that move from Ace. I think that's way too aggressive to play. He has the Aegis, so it was a clutch BKB. He was expecting the Nick stun and broke it, but they couldn't really do anything with this. He runs in, he hits that tower. Mineski is a way favorable position. BKB is down, so even if he has the Aegis, he'll just die twice. So he has to run away, and they end up losing both the Viper and the Pudge on the way out. We'll see now if Mineski wants to try to press the issue here. There's two dead heroes without... Actually, Pudge just got buyback from his gold talent. Very handy. Mineski going through his Ravage on cooldown might be a bit hesitant here. Probably like to at least force a Viper buyback that they might imagine it is available, but not.
Look at this attack speed from Mushi. Plus 100 at level 25. Pretty crazy.
That's a good...
Yes. Actually, I think the other one's not bad either. I don't think you get it as often, but it becomes a 2-second cooldown on stable
If
current.
there's something like really key that you purge off all the time or something, but I can't really think of it. I would want to purge every 2 seconds.
It doesn't have to be for one thing. It's just generally helpful. It slows.
100 attack.
Yeah, but that's true. That's hard to replicate. Technically, you can buy that, but it's going to be quite expensive. You can't buy minus 3 seconds.
It's pretty nice to get a free moon.
Now,
And a
Fatha
free
right now
unconsumed one as well.
has the AC. 6-second BKB now, so dwindling in that department. Ace's BKB, on the other hand, is down
Ooh,
to 5.
they smoked underward. This can be the end of the game if... Actually, never mind. They don't have Ravage. I don't think they can win this fight big enough that...
What's the best case scenario for, I guess, secret side? What kind of initiation are other than like smoke ganks like this? Would they rather kind of re-engage into a fight like with Song, or would they rather try to initiate with it right off
I
the
think
bat?
the best thing is if Song the Ravage, not lose the hero. That is kind of the ideal fight, that they trade those two abilities off. And there's a pretty high probability of being able to do it, because even if Puppy gets Ravaged, I think trigger off does it. How much health does he have? So he needs to take 440 damage. That's actually not enough. He needs to get hit by more than Ravage. Only gets Ravaged?
Maybe with a Gush. The
Yep.
AoE Gush.
Then
just
it-
run right into it on
then it
purpose.
triggers.
Easy peasy.
Second smoke. Okay, so Secret have just chain smoke here. This one doesn't do anything.
Yes,
I also noticed that one. Thanks for asking.
Okay.
If they get something, if they don't get anything out of this, they've kind of cut their options for the next 10 minutes. I don't think they have any left. Might have one left.
No, you can't see that anymore. No, it doesn't work.
You used to be able to.
Yes, correct.
Oh, he has 2 in backpack on Fudge. All right, well, they're good to go. They just haven't
Why
smoked all
not
game.
chain smoke a third time?
Yeah.
3 times the charm, as they say.
I mean, Mineski is reading it very well there. They're aware that Secret's making a move. They have this Moon bottom lane, pushing that out, waiting for information. But creeps are going to start space, and they kind of have to eventually respond. They can wait. Powers a little bit, but what's their gain? Very clear, Mineski are not going to fall bait. Deal damage to the tier 4s now.
Middle tower may need a hand.
Have you seen this 25 talent? Vendetta unobstructed pathing?
Yeah, I think it's good sometime. I really like the 100 agility if
I
you're
mean,
rich on next get E-Blade.
E-Blade, yeah. I would think most people take the unobstructed pathing, though, right?
If you're not rich, then
Yeah. Oh. Nice sights. There's smoke gonna be popped. There's the Ravage onto 3. Fada does pop the BKB. Stripper wards are placed. Gyro is dead right off the bat. The first to fall. Fada has to disengage. Mid 1 stuck inside the wards. There's a Song of Siren. Mid 1 attempting to get out of dodge here. They're going to try to force staff and blink and do everything they can to catch up to him. They will be successful. No buyback for him. Ace does have one. Might have to use it, or this could be GG.
We actually saw the exact scenario we were talking about earlier. Poppy got ravaged, but it didn't take any more damage, so his Neon Disc didn't go off. And then eventually when it did go off, Gyro was dead. Just a very quick Ravage play there from Ice Ice Ice. I love how he's playing this Tide. I think a lot of Tides are very like hesitant, waiting for the fight to develop, find an opportunity. He just goes in when he's
Fada.
He is dead.
Right.
Desperate times call for desperate. He has to do something. He can't just sit back in space and wait. They're gonna trying to push in the wave, maybe get a kill, slow down Mineski. He does have a buyback.
Oh, I don't know if you want to hook in that scenario, but we'll see. Yapsor, 8 seconds on hook now. Ice 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 was stuck in the tree. That's the trigger of the buyback now from Fata. I think they're gonna not buy back on Gyro until the 3rd rack.
Talent yet.
Take that 250 damage. He does! Oh, yeah. That's a 400 damage dealing Tidehunter now. There's the Gush on AoE. Fada's in a lot of trouble. BKB popped, and they do get the Gyrocopter buyback after waiting for so long. This could be the beginning of the end for Secret here. Will they go to the lower bracket in the group stage? Fata, she's right there. There's a homing missile applied. Call down as well. Double buyback for Secret. As Mushi quite low on HP, and Fata, this could be a dieback if they're able to finish him off, and they are. Double kill for Mushi. Now Song, too late. Too late to save Fata in that scenario. At the very least, they lose 2 racks. Multiple buybacks are used. Probably going to get megas out of this bad boy. There's the break. Ice Ice Ice. Damage has already been done by him. Mid 1 pops the BKB. Cheese still there. Nullifier also available to use, but that's going to be mega creeps going their way. Everybody's surrounded by this goo and disgustingness of Viper. Nyx Assassin looks to be next on the list. It's a 1-for-1 right now, but many heroes are quite low. Looks like Ninja Boogie's starting to deal a little bit of damage on the sideline, but at this point, 3 dead for Secret, multiple dead for Mineski as well. But again, they do have megas. Trying to clean up Mushi at some point in this game. They will finally do so. As the tier 4s are down, megas are in favor of Mineski. They can just wait this out if they want, or they can actually just buy back and finish it. Looks like that's actually going to be the case. Ace pops the BKB, trying to run to base, but don't think that's going to happen. Mid 1 trying to help out, but too little, too late. Looks like Secret is going to be going to the lower bracket, as Mineski will be first place in the group force. Gracious. Gracious.
Nice game from them. I like the draft more overall than going into. They have the Secret lineup is a bit more, I'd say it requires more finesse. It's harder to play, I would say. They had some really nice plays with the ensnare into hook, set that up. They had a couple of good team fights, but